Number 1. The 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 Deluxe, priced at just $4,500 and located in Muskogee, Oklahoma. This is a classic four-door sedan, offering vintage Chevrolet style at an entry-level price that's getting harder and harder to find in today's market. Under the hood sits the original-style 283 cubic inch V8, paired with a Powerglide automatic transmission. It's a simple, dependable drivetrain that helped define Chevrolet reliability in the 1960s. According to the seller, the car runs and drives, making a solid candidate for someone who wants a classic they can move under its own power rather than a full tear-down project. The odometer shows 90,199 miles, which lines up well with the car's overall condition. This Chevelle is honest about what it is, a driver-grade project with plenty of potential. It's wearing good tires, the registration is up to date, and it comes with a clear title, which removes a lot of the usual headaches when buying a vintage vehicle. As expected with a car this age, there are some areas that will need attention. The seller notes rust in the floor pans and other typical spots, which is common for mid-60s A-body Chevys. The interior is rough, meaning this car is not a showpiece yet, but that also means it's the perfect blank canvas. Whether you want to restore it stock, build a sleeper, or simply clean it up and cruise it as is, the choice is yours. The Chevelle 300 Deluxe was Chevrolet's more basic trim level, which actually makes it appealing to many enthusiasts today. Less trim, fewer complications, and lighter overall weight make these cars great foundations for custom builds or budget restorations. And while two-door Chevelles often command big money, this four-door sedan offers the same classic lines, roomy interior, and unmistakable Chevelle presence at a fraction of the cost. Located in Muskogee, Oklahoma, this 1966 Chevelle represents an affordable entry into the muscle-era Chevrolet world. At $4,500, it's priced for someone who understands projects, appreciates originality, and isn't afraid to put in some work. If you're looking for a running, titled mid-60s American classic with strong bones and tons of potential, this Chevelle 300 Deluxe could be your chance to own a piece of Chevrolet history without breaking the bank. Number 2. The 1986 Buick Regal Custom Coupe, listed at $12,000 and located in Dallas, Texas. This is a real-deal original Regal. Not cut up, not hacked, and not abused. A clean example that's becoming harder to find every year. This Regal shows 92,000 miles on the odometer and comes with a clean title in hand, which already puts it ahead of many cars in this price range. Under the hood is a rebuilt 307 V8, paired with a rebuilt 200 R4 automatic transmission, making this a true turnkey cruiser. The seller states the car runs strong and is ready to be enjoyed immediately. A lot of recent mechanical work has already been taken care of, saving the next owner both time and money. It has a new alternator, new electric fuel pump, new radiator, new starter, new battery, and a new dual exhaust system from front to back. On top of that, all exterior and interior lighting has been upgraded to LED, giving the car a cleaner, brighter, more modern look while still keeping its classic character. Visually, this Regal really stands out thanks to a fresh set of 13x7 chrome LA wire wheels, featuring 72 spokes, gold two-way knockoffs, and floating eagle center caps. It's a classic lowrider-inspired look that fits the Jeep body lines perfectly without going over the top. Whether you're cruising the boulevard, pulling into a car meet, or just enjoying a weekend drive, this Buick makes a statement. One unique detail worth noting is that this is an original factory non-A/C car, equipped with pull-style vent windows, which adds to its originality. The seller emphasizes that the car has not been molested, making it an excellent candidate for someone who wants a clean cruiser, a tasteful lowrider build, or a preserved classic G-body. The seller is open to reasonable trades that make sense, but is very clear about what they're not interested in. No motorcycles, no jet skis, and no boats. And as stated clearly in the listing, if the post is up, the car is still available. Located in Dallas, Texas, this 1986 Buick Regal Custom Coupe offers classic 1980s American style, solid mechanical updates, and standout looks at a price that still makes sense in today's market. If you're looking for a clean Jeep body that you can drive, show, and enjoy without starting from scratch, this Regal checks a lot of boxes. Number 3. The 1962 Oldsmobile Starfire, listed at $12,800 and located in Ooltewah, Tennessee. This is a two-door hardtop Starfire, showing 76,588 original miles, and it's described as an almost rust-free Arizona survivor, which already makes it something special. Cars from this era that haven't been eaten alive by rust are getting extremely hard to find, and this one stands out as a solid, honest example. From the factory, the Starfire sat at the top of Oldsmobile's lineup, blending full-size luxury with serious V8 power. This car still carries its numbers-matching 394 cubic inch high-compression big block, paired with a rebuilt automatic transmission. The engine has been completely rebuilt, starts instantly, and is backed by a dual exhaust, giving it that deep, unmistakable early 60s Oldsmobile sound. The car is currently wearing flat white primer, but the original color is red, matched with a red interior, which would make for a stunning combination once finished. To help with that, the seller includes brand new carpet still in the box, sitting in the trunk and ready to be installed. It's a great starting point for someone who wants to finish the car their way while keeping it close to original. This Starfire is loaded with classic luxury features for its time, including power windows, power steering, and power brakes. It also sits on new 17-inch torque thrust wheels and tires, giving it a tasteful modern stance without losing its vintage character. A new battery has also been installed, and the car fires right up. That said, the seller is upfront about what it needs. Before being driven regularly, the brake system should be gone through to ensure safe operation. Other than that, this is presented as a strong running, solid foundation rather than a fully finished show car. According to the seller, this may be one of the best examples of a rust-free, unrestored 1962 Starfire currently available, which is a bold claim, but one that carries weight given condition and originality described. The price is a firm, no haggle $12,800. Partial trades may be considered, but at least half the value must be cash, and trades are limited strictly to vehicles from 1965 or older. No motorcycles, no boats, and no newer vehicles. And just to be clear, if the ad is up, the car is available. If you're looking for a full-size early 60s American classic with real muscle, real luxury, and a solid foundation to finish or enjoy, this 1962 Oldsmobile Starfire is a rare opportunity that checks a lot of boxes.
1970 Cadillac Eldorado Superfly. I only have a minute in the video, so I'll get as much as I can. She's a big car, so. 500 and 400 horsepower V8 Cadillac engine from the factory. Biggest motor Cadillac produced, horsepower-wise.
Number 4. The 1970 Cadillac Eldorado Superfly Custom, listed at $15,500 and located in Spring Hill, Florida. Now, the 1970 Eldorado by itself is already a standout. This was Cadillac at the peak of its front-wheel drive luxury experiment, packing massive size, outrageous styling, and effortless V8 power. But this one takes things even further. This is a Superfly Custom, a limited edition build with very few produced back in the day, making it a rare sight, even among classic Cadillac fans. This Eldorado runs and drives well, and the seller notes that it has received many mechanical upgrades, which is exactly what you want to hear when dealing with a full-size luxury cruiser from the early 70s. These cars were built to glide down the road, and this one is described as doing exactly that: smooth, confident, and ready to cruise. Step inside, and you're greeted by the original gold leather interior, which is still in good condition. That interior alone screams 1970s Cadillac excess. Plush seats, rich colors, and the kind of comfort that made Eldorados famous. It's the type of cabin that reminds you this car wasn't built to rush anywhere. It was built to arrive in style. The Superfly Custom aspect gives this Eldorado an extra layer of attitude. This isn't your typical stock classic Cadillac parked quietly in the corner. This car is a statement piece. Something meant to stand out at shows, cruise nights, or just rolling down the boulevard turning heads everywhere it goes. The seller makes their expectations very clear. This car is for serious buyers only. There are no trades, no lowball offers, and serious offers are to be made in person. If you're not prepared to buy, this isn't the car for you. In fact, the seller jokingly but firmly suggests getting permission from your spouse before reaching out, if that applies to you. At $15,500, you're looking at a rare, customized version of one of Cadillac's most iconic models, blending classic American luxury with unique limited edition flair. Finding a standard 1970 Eldorado is one thing. Finding a Superfly Custom and running, driving condition with original interior is another story entirely. If you're searching for a classic that's big, bold, rare, and dripping with personality, this 1970 Cadillac Eldorado Superfly Custom delivers exactly that: no apologies, no compromises, and absolutely no lowballers. Number 5. The 1977 Pontiac Trans Am, listed at $17,500 and located in Wendell, North Carolina. The late 70s Trans Am is already legendary, thanks to its aggressive styling, shaker hood attitude, and unmistakable road presence. But this is not a stock cruiser. This is a real Trans Am, VIN 2W87, built as a street-legal pro street machine that blends classic muscle car looks with serious performance upgrades. Under the hood sits a brand-new 350 cubic inch V8 with less than 300 miles on the build. It's equipped with a 565 solid-lift camshaft and 461 cylinder heads, creating a setup that's clearly focused on power, sound, and attitude. This is the kind of engine that doesn't whisper. It announces itself every time you turn the key. Power is sent through a 350 automatic transmission, paired with a TCI torque converter, making this Trans Am not only aggressive off the line, but still manageable on the street. Supporting upgrades include a new alternator, new power steering pump, and a 650 brawler double pumper carburetor, ensuring reliable fuel delivery and sharp throttle response. Out back, the car features a Dana rear end, built to handle serious torque. The stance is pure pro street, with massive 16 by 31 by 15 Mickey Thompson Sportsman tires, giving this Trans AM that unmistakable drag-ready look while still remaining fully street legal. The exhaust system is brand new as well, complete with stainless steel mufflers, delivering a deep, aggressive muscle car tone that perfectly matches the car's personality. Add in new shocks, and you've got a setup designed to handle both straight-line power and real-world driving. Despite its aggressive build, this Trans AM is street legal and comes with a title, making it a rare find for enthusiasts who want something extreme without giving up road legality. The odometer shows 99,999 miles, but with a fresh drivetrain and extensive new components, the real story here is what's been rebuilt, not what's on the dash. At $17,500, you're getting a genuine Trans AM that's been transformed into a no-nonsense pro street machine. It's not a museum piece, and it's not meant to sit quietly in a garage. This car is built to be driven, heard, and seen. If you're looking for a classic American muscle car with serious attitude, real power upgrades, and unmistakable street presence, this 1977 Pontiac Trans AM delivers exactly that: loud, aggressive, and unapologetically old school. Number 6. The 1980 Chevrolet Corvette, listed at $5,500 and located in Westbury. This Corvette shows 60,617 miles on the odometer and is equipped with an automatic transmission. It features the iconic T-top roof, giving you that open-air driving experience that made late 70s and early 80s Corvettes so popular. According to the seller, the car runs well and drives, and overall is described as being in good shape. One important mechanical note is the braking system. The Corvette needs either a new master cylinder or a brake booster, as the brakes currently won't hold pressure. The seller states there are no visible leaks in the brake lines, but they haven't had the time to diagnose the issue further. Because of that, this Corvette should be viewed as a light project rather than a fully turnkey driver. Comfort-wise, the air conditioning is not currently working, which is fairly common for cars of this era, and something buyers may want to address depending on climate and intended use. One major positive is under the hood. The seller notes that the engine was replaced approximately 10,000 miles ago, about 10 years back, and has seen very limited use since then. That suggests relatively low wear on the drivetrain, which can be a big plus at this price point. From a value perspective, this Corvette sits in a very interesting spot. At $5,500, it offers classic Corvette styling, V8 power, and T-top appeal for less than the price of many modern economy cars. For someone willing to address the brake issue in AC, this could be a fun weekend cruiser, or a solid base for a mild restoration. The seller is clear on terms. Cash only, no trades, no payment schemes, and showings are by appointment only. If the listing is up, the car is still available. Overall, this 1980 Chevrolet Corvette represents a budget-friendly classic sports car with strong potential, ideal for an enthusiast looking to get into vintage Corvette ownership without breaking the bank, while still leaving room to improve and personalize the car. Number 7. The 1977 Plymouth Grand Fury, listed at $6,000 and located in North Phoenix. This is a two-door Grand Fury Brougham, a body style that's becoming increasingly hard to find. The odometer shows 20,000 miles, though as with many vehicles of this age, mileage verification is something buyers may want to confirm. Power comes from a 360 cubic inch V8, upgraded with a new 4-barrel carburetor, and it's paired with a legendary A727 TorqueFlite 3-speed automatic transmission, known for its strength and reliability. The seller notes that lots of new parts, adjustments, and upgrades have already been completed, helping ensure the car runs and drives as it should. While the car remains unrestored, it's described as being 97 to 98% complete, which is a big advantage for anyone looking to finish or preserve a classic without chasing hard-to-find parts. Condition-wise, the car presents well. There is some minor surface rust on the roof, but the seller states that the frame, quarter panels, and wheel wells are solid and clean. The paint is still in good shape and all the glass is intact, which adds to the overall value and usability. This Grand Fury is positioned as a driver-quality classic, not a trailer-only show car. The seller emphasizes that all the important systems work, making it something you can enjoy right away while improving details over time. Paperwork is straightforward, with a clean title in hand, and the seller is asking $6,000 or best offer. They're clear on the terms. No trades are being considered, and interested buyers are encouraged to call or text for more information. At this price point, the 1977 Plymouth Grand Fury offers a lot of classic American metal for money. V8 power, full-size comfort, and late 70s styling, making it a solid option for someone looking for a unique cruiser that stands out from the usual muscle car crowd. Number 8. The 1989 Mercury Grand Marquis LS, listed at $6,900 and located in Cleveland, Tennessee. This Grand Marquis shows 107,000 miles on the odometer and is equipped with an automatic transmission. The seller states that the car runs and drives perfectly, making it a strong candidate for someone looking for a comfortable, turnkey classic rather than project. As an LS trim, this Mercury comes well equipped for its era. Features include power windows, power door locks, and a power driver's seat, all aimed at delivering a traditional, smooth American luxury car experience. Inside, the interior is described as super clean, which is a big plus on a car this age and often hard to find in this condition. Comfort continues with a heater that blows hot and air conditioning that blows cold, meaning this car is ready to be driven year-round. On the outside, the seller rates the exterior at about an 8 out of 10, suggesting solid overall presentation without claiming perfection. The car is also riding on like new tires, eliminating one of the immediate expenses that often comes with buying an older vehicle. From a paperwork standpoint, the seller confirms a clean and clear title in hand, making the buying process straightforward. At an asking price of $6,900 or best offer, this 1989 Mercury Grand Marquis LS represents a great value for anyone looking for a comfortable, reliable, and increasingly collectible late 80s American sedan. It's the kind of car you can buy, drive, and enjoy immediately while appreciating the smooth ride and classic styling that these full-size Mercuries are known for. Number 9. The 1986 Buick Regal Limited, priced at $8,000 and located in Stoughton. This Regal shows 200,000 miles on the odometer, but don't let the mileage scare you off. Under the hood is the original 307 cubic inch V8, and according to the seller, the car runs and drives beautifully. The choke still works, which is a nice detail on a carbureted engine, and the car is described as having no shakes or shimmies, tracking straight as an arrow on the road. Condition is where this Regal really stands out. The seller states the car has no rust, which is a major plus for a vehicle of this age. The body is largely clean, with the exception of a dent in the quarter panel, caused by a plow truck backing into it. Importantly, this is noted as cosmetic rather than structural. Mechanically, several upgrades have already been completed. The car sits on new tires and rims and features a new dual exhaust system, giving a refreshed look and sound. Inside, the interior is described as mint, which is increasingly rare on mid-80s Regals, and adds significant value. The seller is upfront about a few remaining needs. The car could benefit from a new brake harness and a speedometer cable, both relatively manageable items compared to major drivetrain work. Overall, this Regal is positioned as a driver-quality classic rather than a project car. It runs, drives, presents well, and still retains an original drivetrain, something many collectors appreciate. At $8,000, this 1986 Buick Regal Limited offers a strong mix of originality, condition, and everyday drivability. As the seller puts it, cars like this are getting harder to find, making this one worth a serious look for anyone interested in clean, honest 80s American classics. Number 10. The 1976 Oldsmobile Toronado Brougham, listed at $13,500 and located in Long Beach. This Toronado is finished in black exterior paint paired with a striking red velour interior, and it shows just 48,310 original miles, which is exceptionally low for a nearly 50-year-old luxury coupe. According to the seller, the interior is in very good condition overall, with the only notable being on the driver's armrest, a small flaw considering the car's age and originality. Under the hood is what truly makes this car special. This is a final year Oldsmobile offered the legendary 455 cubic inch V8 paired with front-wheel drive, a rare and bold engineering decision that set the Toronado apart from everything else on the road. The front-wheel drive layout also makes this big luxury coupe surprisingly capable in rain and even snow, something you don't often hear about cars in this class. The seller has recently invested heavily in mechanical upkeep. $3,500 has just been spent on the engine, ensuring there's plenty of life left, and on December 8th, the car received brand new Toyo tires, adding another $500 in recent maintenance. These updates mean this Toronado isn't just a showpiece. It's a car meant to be driven and enjoyed. In terms of features, this Toronado was well ahead of its time. It comes equipped with power seats, power windows, power door locks, and a tilt steering wheel, all considered premium and modern features back in 1976. Even today, it delivers a comfortable, smooth, and commanding driving experience that defines classic American luxury. Cosmetically, the seller notes that the car could benefit from a fresh coat of paint. But even as it sits, it's already described as a head-turner. With its long hood, bold stance, and unmistakable Toronado styling, it still draws attention wherever it goes. During the pandemic-era classic car surge, this very model reportedly reached values as high as $22,500, giving buyers some perspective on its potential upside. With its original low mileage, rare drivetrain, and recent mechanical investment, this Toronado represents a compelling opportunity in today's market. At $13,500, this 1976 Oldsmobile Toronado Brougham offers a unique blend of luxury, power, originality, and historical significance. A true classic with plenty of life left and a lot of road still ahead. Number 11. The 1980 Pontiac Trans Am, listed at $18,500 and located in Ocala, Florida. By 1980, the Pontiac Trans Am had already cemented its place as one of the most recognizable American performance cars ever built. With its aggressive body line, shaker hood, and unmistakable road presence, the Trans Am wasn't just a car, it was a statement. And this particular example has clearly been cared for and thoughtfully refreshed. This Trans Am shows 68,855 miles on the odometer, and it's paired with an automatic transmission, making it an easy and enjoyable cruiser, whether you're headed to a local car show or just out for a weekend drive. Due to the vehicle's age, the mileage on the title is listed as exempt, which is typical for classics of this era. One of the highlights of this car is a brand new interior, giving the cabin a fresh, clean look while still maintaining the classic Trans Am feel. Outside, it sits on 4 new OEM factory-style wheels, complete with correct center caps and lug nuts, wrapped in 4 brand new tires. The stance is spot on and stays true to the car's original appearance. The exhaust system has also been upgraded with a new dual stainless steel setup, providing durability and a deep, classic muscle car tone without being over the top. Up front, you'll find the iconic factory shaker hood with scoop, one of the most defining features of the Trans Am lineup. Visually, the car really stands out thanks to all new decals, installed less than a week ago. They're crisp, bold, and give the car that unmistakable Trans Am look that enthusiasts instantly recognize. It presents extremely well and would have no trouble turning heads wherever it goes. According to the seller, this car was being kept as an investment piece within a personal collection. Unfortunately, due to family circumstances, it's now being offered for sale. As noted, similar Trans Ams are often listed online for $30,000 and up, making this example an attractive opportunity for both collectors and enthusiasts alike. In Florida, this Trans Am also qualified for antique or classic tags, and it can be insured through a classic car insurance provider for around $250 per year, offering full coverage with an agreed value. Another big advantage of owning a car like this. The vehicle will be available for viewing in Ocala, and the seller emphasizes a straightforward, no-nonsense transaction. At $18,500, this 1980 Pontiac Trans AM represents a solid chance to own an iconic American muscle car with fresh upgrades, strong visual appeal, and long-term collector potential. Whether you're looking to add to a collection or simply want to enjoy one of the most legendary nameplates ever built, this Trans AM delivers classic style, presence, and value. Number 12. The 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis GS, listed at $8,500 and located in Long Beach. The 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis represents a final era of traditional American luxury sedans, built on Ford's legendary Panther platform. Known for its smooth ride, solid construction, and long-term reliability, the Grand Marquis has earned a reputation as one of the most comfortable and dependable cruisers of its time. This example is powered by a 5.0-liter V8 paired with an automatic 4-speed transmission, sending power to the rear wheels. The result is a relaxed, effortless driving experience that's perfect for highway cruising, daily driving, or simply enjoying a piece of classic American automotive history. With just 65,261 miles, this Grand Marquis has been lightly driven for its age. It runs and drives great, and according to the seller, it presents exceptionally well both mechanically and cosmetically. The car is described as super clean inside and out, showing the benefit of careful ownership and proper storage. The interior is in excellent condition and is smoke-free and pet-free, which is increasingly rare for vehicles of this era. Everything is clean, comfortable, and well-preserved, offering the kind of quiet, spacious cabin that made the Grand Marquis so popular when new. Outside, the car maintains a clean and well-kept appearance, with straight body lines and a strong overall presentation. It has been garage-kept, helping preserve the paint, trim, and overall condition. These cars are known for aging gracefully, and this one is a great example of that reputation. The vehicle comes with a clean, transferable title, making the buying process simple and straightforward. Another bonus is that the seller is open to trades, giving buyers additional flexibility depending on what they have to offer. At an asking price of $8,500, this 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis GS offers outstanding value for anyone looking for a classic V8, powered American sedan that's comfortable, reliable, and increasingly appreciated by collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you're searching for a smooth daily cruiser, a nostalgic full-size sedan, or a clean example of late 1980s American luxury, this Grand Marquis checks all the right boxes. Number 13. The 1965 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu, located in Hollywood and showing 166,000 miles on the odometer. The 1965 model year is especially important for the Chevelle lineup, marking the early foundation of what will become one of Chevrolet's most iconic nameplates. This example is described as an original Chevelle, retaining its classic identity while benefiting from a modified engine and a new exhaust system, giving it more aggressive sound and improved performance compared to stock. Paired with an automatic transmission, this Chevelle Malibu offers an easy and comfortable driving experience, making a great option for cruising rather than just sitting in a garage. Cars like this strike a balance between originality and usability. Classic looks with mechanical updates that allow you to actually enjoy the car on modern roads. The seller notes that the front bumper and door panel are included with the car. The front bumper is currently off because it's undergoing a fresh paint job, and updated photos are expected once that work is completed. This suggests the car is actively being improved rather than neglected, which is always a positive sign when shopping for a classic. Visually, the 1965 Chevelle Malibu is known for its clean, understated lines, wide stance, and timeless proportions. It doesn't rely on extreme styling. Instead, it delivers that pure mid-60s American design that continues to age beautifully decade after decade. Whether parked at a car show or cruising through city streets, this Chevelle still commands attention. From a market perspective, early Chevelles continue to grow in demand, especially solid driver quality cars that don't require a full restoration, with values for clean examples climbing steadily. This Malibu sits in a category that appeals to both collectors and weekend enthusiasts. The seller is asking $26,000 OBO and encourages serious buyers to reach out directly for more details. With its combination of originality, tasteful modifications, and classic Chevelle heritage, this 1965 Malibu represents a strong opportunity for anyone looking to own a true piece of American muscle car history. If you've been searching for a classic that delivers style, presence, and long-term appeal, this 1965 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu deserves a closer look. Number 14. The 1988 Jaguar XJS V12, listed for just $1,400 and located in Highland. And right away, the seller keeps it honest with a simple explanation. My wife hates it. That alone already tells you this is a passion project that's reached a crossroads. This XJS is powered by Jaguar's legendary V12 engine, one of the most iconic power plants of its era. According to the seller, the car does run and drive, but it currently lacks power at low speeds and is consuming more fuel than it should. Because of time and budget limitations, the owner has decided to pass it on as a continued project car, pricing accordingly for a quick and fair sale. The odometer shows 68,650 miles, which is relatively low for a 1988 vehicle, especially one with a V12 under the hood. Adding to its appeal, this Jaguar comes with extensive documentation, including a massive collection of books from previous owners. The seller is a fourth owner, and a Bumper.com vehicle report is also included, a nice bonus for buyers who value history and transparency. Now let's talk about what's been done, because the list is impressive. The car has received new headlights, fog lights, and all exterior and interior bulbs. The suspension has been refreshed with Bilstein B6 shocks front and rear, along with all new OEM suspension springs, which is a big deal on a heavy Grand Touring coupe like this. On the braking side, the rear features drilled and slotted disc brakes with performance pads, including the handbrake calipers, a rare and desirable upgrade. Under the hood, updates include a Summit Racing HEI performance module, E3 Racing spark plugs, new oxygen sensors, a new water pump, all new coolant hoses, and an oil sump tank gasket. Electrical reliability was addressed with a new starter relay and a full replacement of every fuse. Inside, the car has been upgraded with Clarion radio featuring Bluetooth, USB, and AUX, bringing some modern convenience to this classic luxury coupe. The sale also includes a box full of spare parts, likely worth a few $100s, along with our manuals and hobbyist books. Of course, this is still a project, and the seller is upfront about the downsides. The AIC and cruise control don't work, the dashboard lights are out, the front window seal leaks, though a new seal has already been purchased, and there are oil leaks, which are fairly common on older Jaguars. The interior shows where with seat tiers, the seatbelt motors no longer function, the driver's lumbar motor is inoperative, and the trunk lock is broken. Despite all that, the seller emphasizes that the price is intentionally low for convenience and a fast sale. At just $1,400, this 1988 Jaguar XJS V12 represents an affordable entry into classic V12 ownership for someone with the time, patience, and passion to bring it back to its former glory. If you ever wanted a classic Jaguar with character, history, and serious potential, this might just be your chance. Number 15. The 1979 Ford Thunderbird, listed at just $2,500 and located in Lancaster. By 1979, the Thunderbird had fully embraced its role as a personal luxury coupe, blending V8 power with comfort-focused design. This example is powered by a 351 cubic inch V8, and according to the seller, the engine runs strong while the automatic transmission shifts exactly as it should, two of the most important boxes to check when buying a classic driver. The odometer shows 124,456 miles, which is very reasonable for a car this age, especially one that's still being driven and enjoyed. Even more encouraging, the seller states that the body is solid and rust-free, a major advantage when dealing with late 1970s vehicles that are often plagued by corrosion issues. From the outside, this Thunderbird presents as a healthy, honest car. It comes with a new taillight assembly, and while it does need a bit of cosmetic attention, the seller emphasizes that nothing major is required. That makes this a great candidate for someone who wants to improve a classic gradually rather than take on a full restoration right away. The 1979 Thunderbird is known for its long hood, wide stance, and smooth ride, offering a completely different experience compared to muscle cars of the same era. It's built for cruising, comfortable, quiet, and confident on the highway, making it ideal for weekend drives, local car meets, or simply enjoying a piece of American automotive history. At an asking price of $2,500, this Thunderbird sits firmly in the budget-friendly classic category. It offers V8 power, solid bones, and everyday usability at a price point that's becoming increasingly rare. Whether you're a first-time classic car buyer or someone looking for a relaxed cruiser with character, this Thunderbird delivers strong value for the money. Overall, this 1979 Ford Thunderbird represents a solid base, a car you can drive now, improve over time, and enjoy without breaking the bank.